There are companies like Morningstar that are out there applying self-management techniques or building their organizational technology, their social technology, with self-management kind of baked in. And there aren't many of them. There are only a handful, aside from the ones that we work with practicing Holacracy. And I think part of the reason is it is very, very difficult to clone that kind of model because it's enforced through a cultural set of norms. There's no written down constitution or rules of the game for doing it their way. In fact, it's really a leader at the top of ultimately legally saying we're going to do it this way, and then it's baked into the culture, which sustains it just fine. It's effective for them, but how do you clone a culture? It's very, very difficult. And if you were going to try, the first thing you would have to do is write down the rules that define the culture, which are all implicit and held in the cultural landscape. What I think makes Holacracy so much more spreadable and scalable is that it is baked into a set of rules. It's not just a culturally enforced set of norms. It's actually a constitution. There's a constitution that spells out the rules of the game, and those rules have a self-organization baked in. One that, in fact, not even the legal boss at the top can trump if we've actually gone to the level of legally adopting this constitution, which is a step some organizations may choose to take once they've vetted it and proven it's the right technology for them. So I think if we want to see models like Morningstar's actually spread in the world, what we need is to really boil them down to the essence of how things need to work and bake that into a game, a set of rules, concretely. And that's exactly what Holacracy has done. I think another key point, too, for a model like Morningstar's to spread in the world, it needs to be very lightweight. It's one thing for Morningstar to have its own kind of cultural norm set that people in that culture have learned and have embodied, but if we want other organizations to be able to replicate it and adopt it, it needs to be adoptable. And you can't take a really fine, heavyweight system with, if you look at Morningstar's model, there's a lot of moving parts to getting that working. So simplicity is critical if we're going to actually roll this out in other organizations and scale it. And I think that's one of the strengths of Holacracy. We have a simple system that allows complex, emergent, self-organizing behavior.